Hi, my name's Abigail LaFrentz. I'm 11 years old and I'm in the Lone Star League 4-H Club. Today I'm going to be doing a presentation on Temple Grandin, a person who helped improve animal welfare in the agriculture industry. Temple Grandin was born on August 29, 1947 in Boston, Massachusetts. She is the daughter of Richard Grandin and Eustace Cutler. She is also the eldest of 4 children, 1 brother and 2 sisters. When Temple was a child, she had temper tantrums when she didn't understand someone or when someone didn't understand her. At the age of 3, she was diagnosed with autism. When she turned 5, she finally started to speak, but not in full sentences. She spoke in single words when she was upset. When she got older, she went to school, but had trouble learning. At the age of 15, she went and stayed at her aunt's ranch in Arizona for the summer. There, she helped fix fences, wait on tables, and take guests on trail rides. One day, she got upset. She locked herself in the squeeze chute that the ranch used for cattle. She discovered that it calmed her. I will talk more about that in a minute. When she was in high school, she played pranks on the other girls. She would hide their clothes so that they would have to go to class wearing their gym clothes. But Temple was careful though. She also hid her clothes so the girls wouldn't get suspicious of her. As I mentioned, Temple Grandin was diagnosed with autism at the age of 3. People with autism have many different symptoms. Some of the symptoms are challenges with social skills, repetitive behaviors, avoidance of eye contact, and troubles with verbal and nonverbal communications. Temple's symptoms were challenges with were drawing on walls rather than playing, chewing on cardboard puzzles, ripping wallpaper, avoidance of eye contact, and repetitive behaviors. She also wouldn't hug someone, and if she were hugged, she would stiffen up and try and pull away. She also wouldn't hold her hands up to be held and wouldn't laugh or smile when being tickled. This is autism. Back in the 1940s, doctors thought autism was caused by cold, unemotional parenting. However, we now know autism is a brain disorder that usually occurs in early childhood. As Temple grew up, this affected her in positive and negative ways. For example, she had troubles learning and making friends, and she had troubles understanding body language, and she was also often teased. But not all of her autism had negative effects. Because of her autism, she thinks in pictures, and she designed this gate at her aunt's ranch. It's an automatic gate that you can open from inside your truck, instead of having to get out, open it, and then close it back again. Her autism also helped her design better livestock handling facilities, which I will talk more about in a minute. Her experiences on her aunt's ranch inspired her to learn more about cattle and animal welfare. As a result of this, she went to Franklin Pierce College and earned her bachelor's degree in psychology. She went to Arizona State and earned her master's degree in animal science. And she earned her doctoral degree also in animal science at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. In college, she used her knowledge with the squeeze chute and designed one. She built it and did science experiments on it. The results of it were over 62% of the students found it calming and relaxing. After college, with the experiences in knowledge, she started watching cattle and studied how they behave. She discovered that when animals are frightened, panicky, or nervous, they show signs like tail swishing, heads up, ears pinned back, ears moving in opposite directions, and more whites of the eyes showing, though some of these symptoms are for different species. For example, the tail swishing is most commonly found in horses and cattle, but most of the other symptoms are most commonly found in domestic animals. With this knowledge, she started designing squeeze chutes, runways, and dip vets. The runways were built with solid walls and curves to trick the cows into thinking they were going back home, but they weren't. They were then met by a dip vat or a squeeze chute. If it was a dip vat, there would be grooves in the cement leading the cows into the water at a 25-degree angle. At the bottom of this angle is the water level. Then the cows are dropped into the water, being fully submerged at a 45-degree angle. Then the cows will poke their heads up and swim across. Temple Grandin is now a professor of animal science at the University of College and is 72 years old. Thank you for your time. Do you have any questions?